So this video is on word problems involving Pythagorean theorem. So the key to these are you need to draw a picture, and all of them are going to be right triangles because they're all dealing with Pythagorean theorem. So let's think about this. A 16-foot ladder is resting against a house. So here's the house, and here's the ladder. So this is the ladder here. That's going to be 16 feet because that's how long the ladder is. The base of the ladder, is 4 feet away from the house. So that's 4 feet. How high is the top of the ladder off of the ground? That's what I want to know. So now I can use the Pythagorean theorem. This is going to be C, and then it doesn't matter which one's A and which one's B. So 4 squared plus B squared is 16 squared. I'll square both numbers. I'll subtract 16 from both sides. Take the square root of both sides. So B is 15.49 and some change. So we'll round that to 1 decimal place. Okay. So again, just draw your picture and then use the Pythagorean theorem. So the key is just going to be putting the lengths in the right place. And you can even draw your picture ahead of time. And it doesn't have to be drawn perfectly or drawn to scale. You just have to make sure you have your right angle somewhere. So a hawk is sitting atop of a tree that's 26 feet high. So here's my hawk up here. I'm not going to attempt to draw a hawk because I'm a terrible artist, but the tree is 26 feet high. It's very hungry and spots a beautiful squirrel sitting 8 feet away from the base of the tree. So here's the squirrel down here. And again, I'm not going to try to draw a squirrel, but here it is down here. And it's sitting 8 feet away from the base of the tree. So how far away is the hawk from the squirrel? That's what we're trying to find. And in this case, that's going to be C. That's our hypotenuse. So when I go to set this up, it'll be 26 squared plus 8 squared equals C squared. And I can just plug that left side right into my calculator and I get 740. And then I'll take the square root of both sides to see that C is 27.202 and some change. So when I round, it'll be 27.2 feet. Okay, for a penalty kick in soccer, the ball is placed 27 feet from the goal, which is 8 feet high. So I'm going to draw my triangle a little bit different this time, but it doesn't matter. You can draw it however you like. But here's the soccer ball, okay, and it's placed 27 feet from the goal, and that goal is 8 feet high. Now, if Hannah kicks the ball directly into the crossbar, boom, right there, how far did she kick the ball? So this is what I'm trying to find, and that's going to be C. So I'll take 8 squared plus 27 squared equals C squared. I'll plug the left side right into my calculator. Then I can take the square root of both sides to get that C is 28.160 and some change. So C, when I round it, would be 28.2 feet. And the last one. So there's a lighthouse on the edge of a cliff that's 68 feet high. So here's my cliff that's 68 feet high. There's a small sailboat off the shore that's 245 feet from the lighthouse. So here's the boat, and I can kind of draw a boat, so I'll draw that in. Ta-da! Okay, and here's the lighthouse. Lighthouse. That looks like a can of spray paint. Okay, but it's a lighthouse. So anyway, the sailboat is 245 feet from the lighthouse. That means that this distance is 245 feet. how far away is the boat from the bottom of the cliff. So that's what we're trying to find. So this will be my C value, and again, it doesn't matter which one's A and which one's B down here. So 68 squared plus B squared is 245 squared. I'll plug both of those numbers into my calculator. And these are a little bit bigger numbers, but that's all right. And now I have to subtract from both sides to get that B squared is 55,401. And then I'm going to take the square root of both sides. To get that B is 235.37. So when I round, it'll be 235.4 feet. So the key to these word problems, and again, they're all going to be right triangles because we're using Pythagorean theorem, but the key is to make sure you know where the numbers go on the triangle. So really pay attention to what it's telling you and where the distances are. If you're having any trouble or you need any questions, there's more practice in the crate. You can watch this video again or feel free to ask me anything to clarify.